We all have moments where, despite our best intentions to do something new or something different, life gets in the way and we didn't do the thing. Rather than beating yourself up about it, let's learn how to embrace our fall and choose to fall forwards. Today I'm sharing 3 easy to implement steps to getting back on track, and I use these 3 steps in my own life, so let me assure you, they work every single time. Let's get started, shall we? Well, hello, beautiful people, and welcome to the Project Joyful podcast. I'm your host, Tracy Tutty, your medical herbalist and high performance coach. So, hey, Project Joyful isn't just about being happy. It's about consciously creating a life you love. It's about remembering how to reconnect with your soul-centered joy. You know, that joy that comes from doing what you love, from living on purpose, and from being in a life that allows you to experience deep joy moment by moment. So hey, let's get started, shall we? We all have those moments where, despite our best intentions, life gets in the way. We committed to going to the gym 4 times a week, or eating clean, or meditating every day. We look back over the week or the month and we admit to ourselves, that thing I said I would do, well, it simply didn't happen. What do you say to yourself when you have that moment of realization? Are those the sorts of words you would use with a friend, a loved one, your son or daughter who had that same moment of realization? In most cases, probably not. We tend to be so hard on ourselves. Our toughest critic is often our inner critic. We should all over ourselves, punching down, leaving our self-esteem reeling on the floor. What's that about? How can you soar when your innermost thoughts are doing the equivalent of punching you repeatedly in the head? So let's have an honest moment here. If you're pushing those boundaries, you're stretching yourself to be more so you can serve more, sometimes you're going to fall off the wagon. It's part of the human condition. What matters most is how you're being in that moment of realization, and then what you decide to do next. So let's normalize falling, failing, or missing the mark, however you want to describe it, and see it for what it really is. It doesn't mean anything. It's not a reflection on you or on life. It simply is. So stop beating yourself up about it. All that does is encourage you not to try. Why? Well, your mind has one job, and that's to keep you safe. Safe from your mind's definition of harm. And that definition includes anything that makes you feel bad or less than. That feel-bad feeling won't keep you going out for the hunt or gathering your food or resources in which to take shelter. So you'll avoid the thing in the future. And avoiding the thing, well, it keeps you in the same place. Nature doesn't stay in the same place. Take a look at the plants growing outside. They're either growing or they're decaying. So let's explore the 3 steps to getting you back on track. So what's the first step? Well, step 1 is to be kind. Speak to yourself as you would your best, most precious friend. Because, my friend, you are. Breathe, long and slow. Allow your belly to expand to receive your breath. Love on your belly as they do this. Make the out-breath longer than the in-breath. Some cyclic sighing, which we talked about 2 weeks ago, would be great at this point. Your focus is to hold the sensation of safety in your body. Long, slow, luxurious breaths are a great way to do this because it signals to your mind that you have got all the time in the world. And on a physiological level, those long, slow breaths, well, they're putting your parasympathetic nervous system in charge. This system is associated with healing, calming, rest and digestion. And if you have digestive issues, activating your parasympathetic nervous system more often, well, it's going to help. So the theme for step 1 is to calm, to soothe, to heal, and to make it safe. And do this more than you think you need to do it. If you're thinking things like, well, I don't have time for that, then my invitation to you is to do even more of it. Keep going until you feel the stillness envelope your body. Step 2 is about awareness. Notice that it's about being aware of what's going on rather than getting all judgmental. If you become aware of the judgy thoughts, we'll go back to step 1 and breathe in that stillness. I like to place my hand on my heart when I do this and press into my heart space a little bit so that you have the physical sensation of connecting with your heart as well. It encourages your body to activate the receptors responsible for producing oxytocin, and we all need some more of that love drug. So now that you're in this beautiful state, this is the time to be beautifully, objectively honest with yourself. So let me help you by asking you this question. What got in the way of you doing the thing? Did you overcommit? Was there simply not enough time to do the thing? If that's the case, what can you do to release some of the busy and create space for the thing? Who do you get to talk to or enlist support from in order to create that space? What will you say to set up that conversation? And when's a good time to have that conversation for you and for the other person? Or did you not do the thing because, well, actually it wasn't your thing to do? Do we have some boundary slippage going on? Did you commit to something because you felt you had to? Do we have some people pleasing going on? If this is you, well done on not doing the thing. It wasn't yours to do anyway. So here's the question. Do you need to have an honest conversation with whoever has an interest in you doing that thing to tidy up any integrity leakage and agree a way forward? Did you not do the thing because you were afraid of the imagined consequence of doing the thing? If that's the case, bring in some more safety with some box breathing, some cyclic sighing, or your favourite somatic making it safe practice. Standing barefoot in the grass is a particular favourite of mine. Step 3 is largely determined by what you discovered in step 2. The theme of this step is action. That action may not yet be to do the thing. It could be doing something that moves you towards doing the thing, like creating space in your week for it, or having a clarifying conversation or asking for help. It could also be to make it safe within your body and then go do the thing. Regardless of what you choose for step 3, celebrate the step you chose to take. Now, what is there to celebrate, you might be asking yourself? I didn't do the thing. Well, you're celebrating that you noticed something was askew, that you took care of your body, and that you then took aligned action. Don't talk it down. That's quite the accomplishment. And for the avoidance of doubt, you, my friend, have got a lot to celebrate. Sending you lots of love. Bye for now. Hey, thanks for listening to today's podcast. Can I ask you a favour? If our conversation spoke to you today, could you please take a moment to leave a 5-star review? Your review will help people discover this podcast, and together we can create a world where there's even more love and more laughter. And if you want to hear more from the Project Joyful podcast, just click the subscribe button. Bye for now.